Welcome back from Berlin, the European conference, and we have here the Peter Tandy. And would you like to please introduce yourself and what you're doing at Sun Microsystems?
Certainly will. So yeah, my name is Peter Tandy. I work in our European storage practice. I'm responsible for our total disk portfolio at Sun around the European region, which is six major territories. And it's a good growing business for us, and we're really delighted with the progress we've made over the last probably 3 or 4 quarters. It's one thing that Sun are not traditionally known as being a storage supplier, and it's an area that we've been battling with over the last probably 5 years, and we've made some major acquisitions. We interestingly bought 3 years ago a company called Storage Tech, and with that portfolio they're a market leader, and we are now a market leader in tape archive. And an interesting data point that we, in Sun's IP, in our intellectual property, we are storing 37% of the world's digitized data on Sun storage technology. Very little known fact, as people think of us as a server company and maybe an operating system company, but we got a lot of customers' information on our technology, and certainly we're seeing some very interesting shifts in the market towards systems, servers and storage together, as that's really what customers are really looking to buy. They want to buy good infrastructure that works from a trusted company, and they haven't really got the time or the budgets or the people to really go out and look at these sort of what I call niche bespoke specialists, because really we're seeing a major shift into general purpose computing, and this is where we're looking at taking our industry.
Yeah, so just a connecting question. Where is this storage market leading? What are we going to see in the next 5 years? What's going to be the next thing?
Yeah, so it's a good question, and it's an interesting question. So we are all just creating content like crazy. This is the common phenomenon, and really what everyone is really catering with is how we actually provision storage. And it's not so much around the storage element, it's about the data management element. So it's great that I've got maybe terabytes, even petabytes of content, but what does that mean to me? Is it of value to me? Can I sell that information and maybe even drive revenue from it? And if I haven't got a structured process to my data management, then really you just get lost in a big confused state of information. So one of the some of the major shifts in the storage marketplace is not so much around the hardware element, it's very much moving into software intelligence. So for instance, specific things like content management, search and retrieval. We're seeing a lot of commercial organizations drive this search and retrieve from compliance type elements. So or it might be somebody wants to go on and search a certain thesis topic. That's all about content, and so it's not really around the infrastructure. It's about the data and the value of the data to an individual or even to a commercial company. So you could give some examples like just as Amazon are doing on their book site, they're making recommendations of similar type choices. So they're using data, they're using information to actually sell services, and that's the big shift now in the storage market, is shifting probably not so much a storage term but a data term, a data management term. How do I manage content and how do I scale, because everything is just getting bigger and bigger. So the documents that we produce are no longer just text only. Content is very rich with media, video, multimedia, and this is absolutely driving gigabytes of information on a per instance basis, whereas before it might have been a kilobyte. So we've got to cope with content and we've got to cope with scale. And the other big challenge is that we're going to, I think over the next 3 to 5 years, the other area of interest will be around the utility take-up, the cloud content, cloud computing, because it will become very interesting for probably more commercial users, and also maybe social type sites that are offering access to services to a community, whether it is a Flickr or a Facebook, or it's a commercial company that are hosting services, is it cheaper for them to go to a big service provider in the sky, or do they do it themselves? So I think we'll see some interesting changes around that over the next 3 to 5 years.
Great. Well, since we represent students, I'd like to ask you something from the students' point of view. Which technologies do you think that students have to concentrate, to be competitive in the job market for, coming years?
Sure, yeah. So I think storage specifically, I'd say there's a couple of really sort of hot, innovative ideas around the storage marketplace. One is the adoption of solid-state disks. So we're recording here onto solid-state technology. Every student at your college has got iPods and MP3 players. So this is all solid-state technology, and this is going to play a major role in really driving a lot of performance into applications at the storage layer. So we're going to see quite a shift in the way architectures are built. So there's some innovation that's there that will be interesting. I think the other area that I would focus on is really back to that content piece. If you can help customers understand the value of their data, interpret it, add some business intelligence, maybe add context. This is really where the market is moving in terms of having content-based storage, object-based storage, so things can be linked together and we can put context around all of the bits and bytes we have, turn that data into information. Information is knowledge, and knowledge can be sold. So really I'd say that would be my primary entrepreneurial guidance, is really help customers sell the information from the data that they currently have and open new business opportunities for themselves.
Great. Well, thank you so much. And do you have any last message for the students in the awesome community?
Well, absolutely, yeah. So my name is Peter Tandy. I'm at Sun Microsystems. Feel free to contact me in the awesome community. Thank you.